Guys, it's a war zone. My word. Guys, please, everybody out, 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 out!
Good afternoon, South Africa. It's Freedom Day.
Happy Freedom Day. How are you, Dan? Are you feeling free or are you feeling dumb?
Not really. I'm a bit dumb today because I ended up coming to work. I should have applied for leave today like the rest of South Africa. But no, not us. We're at work today.
Yeah, I feel like it's Workers' Day for me.
Yeah, and that's coming up on Tuesday. How cool. That's coming up as well.
So this is the day that we commemorate the very first democratic election in South Africa ever held in 1994. And while all of you enjoy your day off, we're happy that you chose to spend the afternoon with us. While you're online, let us know on social media. Do you remember the first time you voted? Share your experience with us. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page.
Yeah, perhaps it wasn't your chance to vote for that first time in 94, but perhaps you were like me who were with your parents in that line for that very first time.
It wasn't my turn either. I had to wait like for the next election.
Did you go? Were you part of that whole celebration?
No, but I watched it on TV and I saw like hordes of people showing up to vote. It was such a proud moment, such a turning point for South Africa.
I'm sure it was also quite a tense moment, I think, for many, wondering what would happen in those voting lines. So share your thoughts. Perhaps you've got some amazing stories to share. We'd love to read them out on the show today.
Yeah.
Coming up on that show, we sit down with radio presenter Nosipho Tisani, who was the winner of Good Hope FM's Presenter Search in 2010. She'll be chatting to us about her upbringing in the townships of Cape Town and how she remembers the transition to democracy from her perspective.
Also, this long weekend, the Mother City hosts DecorEx Cape Town 2018, and we'll be catching up with last year's winner home design winners, my favorite couple, Avia Superstar and Bradley Muttit, who'll be there strutting their stuff.
Just be prepared for the drama. Be prepared for noise, drama. Get your earmuffs ready, ladies and gents. It's going to be lots of fun. Plus, we're also giving away 3 sets of double tickets to that expo. It's taking place at the CTICC from today until the 1st of May. So if you want to win those tickets, simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 right now to stand that chance. It will cost you R1.50 and your free SMSs don't apply. The competition is only open till the end of today's show, so you better make sure that you enter right now. Like I said, free SMSs do not apply, R1.50 each.
Absolutely. And joining us first is singer Zandile Tlhapi, known better by her stage name Tembi Zandi. She was born and raised in a small township in Port Elizabeth called Soweto on Sea. Isn't that cute? I mean, I was raised in Soweto, and the idea of there being a Soweto on Sea. It's so cute. In school, she competed in provincial level basketball, but her first passion was always music. And after moving to Cape Town in 2011, she finally realized her dream this year when she recorded her debut single.
Quite a strong storyline in that music video, and I'm keen to unpack it a bit further. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you guys. Hi.
So before we get into the whole career thing, tell us about this music video and the storyline in it.
So this is called Ndiakala, written last year actually. I'm from Elokshin, and I used to work at a place where we built boats. I worked with foreigners as well, like from Zimbabwe or Nigeria. So the people's stories and also my own story, like, because I'm from PE. And I started staying here since 2011.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your journey to music has not been a simple one, and it's had its own detours, including broiler making.
Yes, I'm a qualified boiler maker, actually.
Okay,
and a semi-skilled welder.
What is a broiler and...
Boiler maker.
Boiler maker.
Yes, well, we work with steel. We at a company.
So you make those big boilers?
Steel, not boilers, yes, but anything that has to do with steel as well, welding, steel structures, aluminium structures. We built, where I used to work, we were building boats.
Wow.
So anything that has to do with steel and welding.
Which is right up there with creativity and art, though, because you're still using your hands and you're using your creativity.
There you go.
Oh, that's interesting.
So tell us about the beginning of your life. I mean, growing up as a young girl, what are your sort of memories there? And was life, you know, what was life like for you growing up in Licorice?
In
Licorice, yeah. How's life like growing up in the Licorice?
It was normal. You know, I sit and look at the kids now, abahlala ekhaya in shacks and stuff like that. We were all part of one community, and it's normal to them to play next to amanzamdaka, like on the side of the road, or there's drain.
Look, it's not normal. It's not great.
Like, yes, but as
I
a
think
child,
when you're living in that environment,
and then when you grow up to go to university, when you go to high school, then you realize from Soweto, whatever. So it was a bit of rejection as well. A bit of comparison that you're from an underdeveloped area, so you don't belong somewhere, you belong there, there, in the dirt.
I mean, it's only when you get exposed to other ways of life that you then look back and start to question, like, how did where I grew up and how I grew up affect me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also ask yourself, how was I surviving? How was my family surviving? It's quite a beautiful thing because we always make it work.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's a beautiful thing about childhood. I mean, it really is. You just make things work, and you kind of only become conscious later on in your life.
Yeah.
And your love for music, where did that all begin? Because I know it was throughout your life this music was threaded through.
Because I used to love singing and dancing and just playing around in the house, and I was in a traditional group. So there was always a thing of me loving to play outside or inside, singing loud wherever I am, even in school. So that's where it all started. It was just a getaway for myself, because I love spending time with myself. So singing was that thing. Dancing when no one is watching was just my getaway into my own, you know, space.
I really love your tone, and I think you write very beautifully, and also just it has a very I think you've struck that beautiful balance between house and that mid-tempo kind of Afro fusion. I really love it. Your journey to finding your voice, would you say that was quite simple, or did it take some time?
It takes a lot of digging deep. It takes a lot of, because I wasn't a hip-hop group, you know, so it started there. And then I was like, no, I don't belong here. Then I went somewhere else. No, I don't belong here. Yes. So it takes a lot of, hence my name Tembi Zandile, because it's from my father's side, which is Tembisa, and my mother's side, which is Zandile. And I had to find an identity for myself. And I was like, Tembi Zandile, it also means I trust the sound. So sometimes it's not a lot. I mean, having to survive a lot of things, then you have to find your identity out there, and you have to stick with it. Hence, it's not easy then, because you don't want to be swaying like air.
Yeah.
You're a mum, and obviously children change lives in so many ways. And when you had your first child, there was a lot of transition that had to happen for you. I mean, you had to go and move a whole bunch of, you know, your passions and desires as well. Just look after them. Tell us about what it's like having your first child, especially in the scenario that you found yourself in.
It was a mess at 21. I felt like I was very, very young. Looking at today's ages, girls get pregnant at 12. I was 21, and I felt like a baby.
Listen,
so it was
had
hard.
My child at 26, and I felt like a baby.
You see, I don't know. But it made me grow. Because at 21, I used to play a lot. Because I was in a basketball team, I was in a dance team, I was in a music team. You know, but I had to, like, hey, you need to grow up. Now, I think it also brought that sense. I'm also a firstborn from my mom, and I had to.
It wasn't 26, it was 29. I'm
you see?
confused. It's like people sitting out there like, Huh?
You're that child is
You should have an 18-year-old. Anyway.
So you have another child, basically.
Yeah.
So but it also gives you a sense of responsibility, a sense of having to be content because you have a person, you have an egg that you have to take care of, regardless of what's going on around. Hence, I got into Boilermaker because I got myself an apprenticeship because my family couldn't afford to take me to school. And I was not going to be a waitress forever.
Exactly.
So I had to think of something. And at school, I did a technical school and electrical. But when I got to where I applied for apprentice as an electrician, they said, no, there's a lot of electricians. So I had to choose something else. I don't care as long as I'm going to go to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to get to hear the music later on, which I'm looking forward to. But just, I don't want you to tell me the story just yet, but do you remember being in the line at 1994 to vote?
No.
No.
I was born in 1986, so...
1994?
So you were still young.
I was still very young
to vote.
So if you've got stories, perhaps you want to share them with us. We'd love to be able to hear from you. Hashtag Afternoon Express. Find us on Twitter, Afternoon Chat.
Remember that we're giving away 3 sets of double tickets to DecorEx Cape Town this weekend. Simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 right now to stand a chance. The competition is only open till the end of today's show, so SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply.
Indeed. After the break, we're joined by Good FM Nosipho Tisani, who hosts the Saturday afternoon Passport to Groove. It's an awesome show, and we'll be chatting to her about her career as well. We'll be right back.
Do you really? Welcome back to Afternoon Express on this lovely Freedom Day. Hope you're enjoying it out there, and thank you so much for spending it with us. We wish we were spending it around a braai.
Napping, yeah, or braai.
But joining us now is Nosipho Tisani, who Cape Town audiences might know as the host of the Passport to Groove on Good Hope FM Saturdays from 3 to 6 p.m. She grew up in the townships of Langa and Nyanga during the 90s, while South Africa transitioned into democracy, I beg your pardon, which she stays.
You said it is.
Which she says played a major role in shaping the woman that she is today. I'm only human.
I couldn't say Logshin earlier on, and Bonnie can't get these right. Public holiday voices. Listen, guys, her career on mainstream radio began in 2010 when she won the Good Hope FM presenter search, and she's also a formidable digital strategist, having worked on campaigns for some incredibly major brands. And it's good to be able to chat to you today because what a great day to be able to have this conversation.
Yes, indeed it is. Yes.
Yeah, we've got Freedom Day brains, so please excuse us.
I just took leave yesterday, so I'm just like off as well. So yeah.
Well, tell us about growing up in Nyanga and Langa in the 90s.
I think the biggest thing for me was my father lived in Nyanga. My mother arrived and she lived Kwalanga. So my mother was around in the era of Brenda Fassie and Brenda Fassie's heyday, and my mother was looking for a job, so she worked at a kind of township spaza called Nabe. It's no longer around, but she worked at Nabe. She met my father, moved to Nyanga, and then that's where my sister and I were kind of born or created. And then she bought a house in Crossroads. And so now my mother is a homeowner in Crossroads. So I transitioned from 3 very kind of monumental townships at the time in Cape Town, because I think Crossroads is right next to the airport. And there's been various kind of movements to move the township, but a lot of people just want to stay there, and they say, this is where we started. It's a new home. It's where we based our lives at. And I think a lot of great people are coming out from Crossroads, and that's what I love. You know, we have Skopo in Togo, we have Walkers, Chicken Feet, and all of that. So, you know, you've got restaurants in the burbs. We've got, you know, in Tloko, we've got Amakila, Nyamenyongo, all of that in Nyanga and Crossroads.
You know what it is interesting for me about having this conversation today is because we're speaking particularly about people who have taken this risk in life and taken that step towards owning who they are in their identity and also going out to achieve something.
Yes.
You were a big risk taker. You've obviously gone from a couple of careers. You were studying while being a receptionist. There was so much going on. Where did that drive to improve come from?
I think the drive to improve came from knowing that I had a bigger purpose. I think I knew I wanted to be something, but I wasn't sure what. Because growing up, I wanted to be an actress, and I was like, okay, maybe acting isn't working out. Did a stint as being a graphic designer. And then after that, I was just like, what is it that I want to do? Let me just sit down, kind of jot down what I want to do. And I decided that I want to be somebody and I want to go somewhere. And it's time. It sounds cliche, but I want to wake up and make things happen. And I believe that coming from impoverished townships, the girls there need someone to look up to. And so I'm not just Nosipho sitting on the couch here speaking on behalf of myself. I'm speaking on behalf of so many girls going, wow, I see her every day driving out from the hood. Meaning I can be her one day. How does she do it? So I want to be like a martyr, a young generation kind of Winnie Mandela going, guys, while I'm still around, utilize me, speak to me, I can give you opportunities. I want to be that person, and that's the drive, because I never had that in my life. So I want to be that to somebody, even if it's 1 or 2 people, but I want to be that to somebody.
But you know, breaking out of the township space, particularly in Cape Town, is quite tough.
Yes.
And then moving into a space like radio that's already got its own like
challenges.
Challenges. How did you marry those 2 experiences? How tough was it in the beginning?
I think for me, getting involved in a presenter search was hard because I come from a township. The presenter search revolved around various universities in Cape Town. So I come from a particular university, and I thought, with these 5 contenders, I think I have the least, you know, to offer to Good Hope FM. And I thought, I don't have what it takes to be a radio presenter, but I'm going to try it out. And then I went on air as part of my challenge to get people to vote for me, and I tried out, and my body was so run down because I didn't believe in myself. My mother said, Mdanam, I raised you, why I raised you. Show people why and why I suffered to get you here. And I think from then on, I told myself that I am because of my mother. I mean, I have my mother's tattoo on my arm. I have tattoos all over my body. And it just goes to show this is the woman who raised me. I mean, she had me at 29. I mean, her life could have begun at 29. And I thought to myself, let me make my mother proud while she's still alive. Let me give my mother a reason to live while she's still alive. And then when Nigel Pearce announced me as the first female black presenter on Good Hope FM, that for me is an accolade I'll probably tattoo. But I thought to myself,
huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's
when
huge.
you take into consideration the social-political atmosphere that Cape Town is and the radio space, it's huge.
For a township girl to come from, I mean, where I come from, it's not as flashy as other townships. So I thought, yo, guys, like, going home, everyone was so happy. Everyone was like, girl, you're on radio now. You know, they didn't ask, is it a national radio station? Is it a local radio station? They said, girl, your voice is out there. We're going to switch you on and you're going to be there. And for me, that is always just my get up and go. It's always a reminder to humble myself. Why am I doing this? That's my everyday prayer. Dear Lord, why am I doing this? And I remember everyone who voted for me. I remember everyone who prayed for me. I remember everyone in the taxi going, Ntombazana, Kanena, what's that number to SMS for you to win on that radio show? And I do it for the people. I don't do it for myself anymore.
Stunning.
Like, I wake up every day going, I'm so tired. And I remind myself why I have to do this.
That's amazing. What does Freedom Day mean to you?
Freedom Day, 1994. My mother worked for... My mother's a domestic worker. She worked for a family called the Fosses. And I remember the madam coming and saying, Mavis, come. Nelson Mandela's out. You must come vote now. And I just remember walking with my mother and she was so happy. I never understood what Freedom Day meant at the time. But all I remember is seeing all the domestic workers walking with their madams and everyone was so happy. I was like, what's happening? Who's this man? Why are we voting? And it was such long lines. Everyone was so happy. I didn't understand at the time what was happening, but the joy that I saw. And then after 1994 and after Freedom Day, and then everything made sense. Because for me, Freedom Day, if there wasn't Freedom Day, I wouldn't be where I am today because I had to stay a year back in creche because at the time, black children weren't allowed to go to certain primary schools and certain creches. And my mother sacrificed that. She said, she's going to be angry when she's older when I tell her, but I'm doing this for her. She has to understand that in order for her to be free, she has to have some opportunities given to her in a world that is so against her.
I love that.
And I think now, growing up and looking back, I think, my mother sacrificed so much of herself.
It's always in hindsight that we realize these things. I mean, it's so beautiful to see what your mom has created in you, and we're very proud of you on this Freedom Day. I think it's so beautiful to have you on this couch.
Wait till you become a mother. You'll realize even more, and you'll be crying every day when you think of your mother.
It's amazing the power Freedom Day has really to change lives. We're talking about freedom and trying to like be free to choose your own destiny, your own choices in life. And Nosipho is exactly that person. Now listen, coming up after the break, we're turning our attention to all things interior design. Joining us are the winners of Winner Home 2017, Razzle Dazzle themselves, Abia and Brad. Remember that we are giving away those 3 sets of double tickets to DecorEx Cape Town this weekend. You've only got the show to vote to obviously enter for that competition. You SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 at a cost of R1.50 and your free SMSs don't apply. It is only open till the end of the show. Get SMSing right now. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on SABC3 and it is Freedom Day and we're freedom to wear whatever we want. DecorEx Cape Town is taking place this weekend at the CTICC and we're giving away 3 sets of double tickets. You simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 right now to stand a chance. The competition is only open till the end of today's show at 5:30 p.m. So don't forget also that SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. Our next guests need little introduction to the Afternoon Express family. This fun and quirky duo mesmerized South Africa last year with their innovative, over-the-top designs on the 4th season of Winner Home. BS superstar Mahlase and Bradley Matit co-founded the fashion brand Amen. Today they are here to talk about the latest bathroom interior design trends at Iska influences leading up to DecorEx Cape Town in 2018. Should we do our thing?
Yes! No, we should!
Check it out!
And they can do that at DecorEx too. Yes.
If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know quite when, well, then again it just depends on how long the time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest river. You can have it all, but now keep moving. I'll take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I've been waiting to smile, eh? Been holding it in for a while, eh? Take you with me if I can. Keep dreaming of this.
Some of the happiest people we know and the craziest designers in South Africa. Razzle dazzle yourselves. It's been a while, guys.
It's so good to see you and have us back on the show.
I don't miss you two.
You know you miss the drama. You know you miss the drama, the fabulosity, the razzle dazzle. Come on, Denora.
Everyone needs a headache tablet to, stop it. I miss Winner Home and I miss hanging out with you two. What has life been like since the show?
Sure.
Amazing.
I could say that now we're fashion interiorists. Fashion
Very
interior
fancy title. Is that on your
designers.
business card?
It's become longer, bigger, busier, which is really amazing. You know, it's been
Stunning.
amazing.
What does a show like that do for designers like you guys? Because you got a chance to be exposed to so much at DecorEx, I remember last year, and you guys have been doing so much since. You're always very busy in the space of design, art, fashion. So what has happened since then, you know, in terms of your design careers?
I think the Winner Home, it's put us on a platform to be recognized by brands, approached by brands, you know, to do work with them, and that's been amazing. We're at DecorEx now this weekend with a tap brand, doing tap couture.
I mean, we're doing some tap couture things. I mean, it's going down.
If you've got children watching the show right now, I ask you to just block their ears for a second, because, I mean, whenever we used to do your budget stuff, you used to say, oh, our budget is tight as my panty line.
And it's about a snap!
And it's about a snap.
And it snaps.
Your budgets are also something that you guys are dealing with now at DecorEx, right? You guys were asked to please decorate an entire kitchen, a bathroom for the cost of 8,000 Rand.
Absolutely.
Tell us about what it takes to DIY when the money is dry.
When the cash is dry, it's time to do it yourself. But it's definitely, I think for us, it pushes our creativity. And it really pushes us to try and push those limits and those boundaries, because you've got nothing to lose. So come on, spend that little that you got and make it fabulous.
And you know, we can tiptoe around a budget.
You can push the budget, both of you, we know that. That we know. Let's talk for a second about what you guys have got planned for DecorEx. I mean, you guys are given a particular theme. DecorEx has got a theme this year. What was your inspiration and your ideas behind the kitchen? I mean, the bathroom.
Well, our theme was indulge. So, I mean, it was only right that, I mean, we are so indulgent. There's no more people that are more indulgent than us. So it's all about the velvets, the blacks, the gold, you know.
Dark styling, plush pink.
Yes. So it's all of those. It's like the freedom to just be fabulous.
Stunning.
Yeah.
So those who want to come and visit and come and check it out, they'll be inspired by your particular design aesthetics and what you guys are doing in terms of design. Can they come and meet you?
They have to come and meet
Sure,
us.
and they need to do the running man. And also what they will learn is that just because you don't have money doesn't mean you gotta look drab. You gotta push those boundaries, ask for those discounts, and stretch that budget like a panty line so that it doesn't snap.
Well, obviously you guys are making the money because I see Brad's got new hair. You're busy putting like extensions in your hair as well.
I mean, at this rate...
Matching shoes, come on.
No, I mean, we had to go with our theme, so it's all about the gold. Okay. So, I mean...
Gold, the shimmer, the shine.
So we've always loved that, so we just need to extend.
Lovely. Well, we are going to give away tickets. I'll tell you more details about that now, South Africa. But just very quickly, from your guys' perspective, moving forward from here, is our men going to be the focus of your careers for now?
Sure. At this point, we're even decorating another house at South Africa. Nice. So, a mansion. So, you know, moving on up.
Oh, my gosh.
Stop. It just doesn't stop.
It's always good to catch up with you two, both of you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at DecorEx this weekend.
Absolutely.
Have fun. Abia and Brad, alongside Iska, are ready to wow DecorEx SA visitors with 2 unique experiences this long weekend. The exhibition offers on-trend interior design inspiration to help you decorate your home in an affordable way. Now, remember that we are giving away those 3 sets of double tickets, DecorEx Cape Town as well. You simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 right now to stand a chance. The competition is only open until the end of today's show, so SMSs are charged at 150 each and no free SMSs apply.
I absolutely love those two. I'll go to DecorEx just to see Abia and Brad, just to actually stalk them. So now, when it comes to holidays and some tricks up his sleeve, Clem never disappoints. And I think this holiday has particularly inspired you.
Yeah, and we deserve a treat, okay?
Absolutely.
It's been a rough, long week, a rough, short week, but you know what? We're going to treat ourselves anyways. Let's talk about it. We're making my signature cha-cha-cha waffles with fried chicken we're putting together in a sandwich. It's called cha-cha-cha because we've got chilies, chives, and cheddar in the savory waffle. Sound good?
So waffles and fried chicken are typically quite an American dish, right?
It is, but we're bringing it,
you're switching it up and you're bringing it back home.
We are.
The chili and the pickles and the wat-wats. You're just adding some wat-wats.
Let's do the wat-wats, okay? So let's talk about the flavors. I got some cheddar and I've got some mozzarella in here as well. I like, why not, okay? Mozzarella into some baking powder, flour, onion seeds, and some brown sugar.
Onion seeds. What are onion seeds?
Onion seeds are amazing. They give you like a nice little onion pop in your mouth when you chew it.
Without adding onion?
Without adding onion. But I'm going to add some oniony flavor with my chives.
Are they these black seeds?
It's the black seeds. They're really great and delicious.
Black sesame seeds.
They're not, I mean, no, because you get that flavor out of them, that onion flavor. But by all means, go and add the black onion seeds if you like that onion seed flavor. Do you like it?
Wow, yeah, I like it.
Me too. Some green chili.
Okay.
Some chives, more onion flavor. Then will you add the amasi for me? In the blue cup over there. Okay. No, I need that one. In the little blue cup over there.
What is that? What was I about to add?
That's the amasi for the chicken. That goes in there with the chives. And then milk stout. Milk stout, okay? Can we talk about milk stout? It's so delicious.
Really?
Yes. 1 egg.
And then crack the egg in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you're gonna, when it's all done there, will you give it a mix for me? That's our waffle mix.
If you ask nicely, I absolutely will.
Please. Then, for our chicken, more amasi or buttermilk, whatever you got at home. Some sriracha, okay? A little bit of that American influence, American Thai influence. Looking good. Salt and pepper. Just like that.
Okay.
You know what? I've got some chili on my knife. I'm just going to add it to the chicken. I mean, it's all good.
Right.
Then I've got a chicken breast. I don't normally use chicken breast in recipes. Look at
but when you're making buttermilk burgers, I think chicken breast is probably best, right?
Especially if you're doing it in the buttermilk, you're going to win because it's not going to be as dry as normal chicken breast is. It's going to be nice and tender.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
and do remember, guys, the keyword for this recipe is EAT. SMS the keyword to 33650 to get the list of ingredients and the entire recipe.
Absolutely. We're working so fast, eh? It feels like ready, steady, cook. We're doing it. Right. Chicken breast.
Right.
Into some flour. Just like that.
Do I just keep making this as smooth as I can?
And that's the texture you're looking for. You can add a bit of milk to thin it down. But I like that texture. Nice and thick.
I like this consistency as well.
Cool. That's cool. Then, hot oil, chicken going in. That's going to fry up nicely. Also, that amasi gives it like a serious crust on the chicken.
It does, hey?
I mean, yeah, that's doing its thing. We're moving over, Bonnie. We're moving to the other side of the kitchen now.
Are we moving over?
All right, let's talk about... You said you like your chicken waffles with bacon, right?
I love them with bacon, crispy bacon, or crispy pancetta.
But we're not doing that today. What we are going to do, we're going to make a smoky sauce for you, okay? Like the bacon.
Okay.
Maple butter, chipotle Tabasco.
Oh, like the bacon.
Like
you're
the
giving it that
bacon.
same flavor profile, right?
That's going to heat up. You got it. So let's talk about it. Let's build this guy real quick.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let's pretend you put the waffles in here in the waffle machine. We got the chicken done. Here's everything. Real quick. How are we feeling? Are you happy?
So delicious.
All right. Waffle. Crispy leaves.
Okay.
Ranch dressing.
Oh my
All
goodness,
right.
you're killing me.
Chicken.
Look at that crispy chicken.
I'm going to take some of the sauce from this one over here. This is that maple.
This is the maple and the butter
yeah.
and the chicory. Did you say chicory?
Chicory? Chicory? No. Maybe
No.
No, not chicken. Skewer. Serving with the house pickles we made. Okay, everybody's about to get fed, all right? You're going to get a waffle. You're going to get a waffle. Everybody gets waffles.
Gets a
Everybody gets waffles.
Where's my waffle? I'm coming. Not just yet. Listen, guys, remember, if we are giving away those sets of double tickets to DecorEx Cape Town this weekend. Simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650. You can do that right now to stand your chance. The competition is only open till the end of today's show, so time is literally running out. SMSs are charged at $150 each, and no free SMSs apply. Now, if you're wondering what's coming up after the break, we look at an organization called Heal the Hood that devotes themselves to assisting young artists by enriching them with new skills to reach their dreams. Stay tuned.
Hello, South Africa. Are you ready for me?
Present the search on SABC3. We're out here.
Would you want to see me on your TV?
Do you think that I have what it takes to become the next SABC3 presenter?
It's me you are looking for. When you present, you have to be passionate about it.
Just put me in front of a camera and I'll show you how it's done.
Tune in to Presenter Search on 3
on the 10th of May, 7:30 sharp
on SABC3.
The stage is yours.
Presenter Search on 3, proudly brought to you by Capitec and McCafe.
It's battle time and the crowds rush closer. Open the circle so everyone can see us. The people set the pace for confrontation. Impatient, no time will be wasting. Attention rises, the crowd rises. I hear amazement in people's cries. Just stare you down, don't look into my eyes. Just people into God's metamorphosizes. Adrenaline rushes, humility crashes. It's battle time and the crowds rush closer. Open the circle so everyone can see us. The people set the pace for confrontation. Impatient, no time will be wasting. Attention rises, the crowd rises. I hear amazement in people's cries. Just stare you down, don't look into my eyes. Just people into God's metamorphosizes. Adrenaline rushes, humility crashes. Originality, your only purpose. Like chess players, we anticipate the next move. Prove yourself from the battlefield, must remove. You counter, we counter, you have no reply. Die, cause this is the battle cry. Does anyone will be able to put that nail in the coffin? Close the circle, close the battle, we did win.
Won't understand the adrenaline rush that overcomes a man. The music awakens this primal feeling, causing circle makers to believe they're dreaming. Two opposing forces, ready for war, now with gun in hand, but still on the dance floor. Contest to see who will reign supreme in galaxies astronomers has never ever seen. Got you bobbing your head, you say you don't like the dance. Can't resist me and my b-boy stance. Graffiti all around, the DJ bring the sound, the MC on the mic, we're gonna battle tonight. Like a lion, can they hear me roar? Reign supreme on anybody dance floor. Check the metaphor, we are spectacular. Bring your whole crew, it gonna be a massacre. I'm killing you, are you having second thoughts yet? Forget about it, put the tape in the tape deck and get wrecked. Perform the last right.
Made with love by Clover.
It's a Freedom Friday and Afternoon Express. A very warm welcome back to you. It's time for you to hashtag Just Chill on the show today with the moment in between the madness with Clover Classic Super M. And to do just that, we're hanging out with super cool people doing some really, really great things.
Heal the Hood Project is a community outreach project that devotes themselves to uplifting the community through artistic performance. Young artists are given a voice and opportunity to truly shine under the wings of the Heal the Hood Project. Today we speak with Senior Administrator Shaquille Southgate and Managing Director Tanswell Janssen. Welcome to the Loft.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So how did this whole project begin, Heal the Hood?
Well, Emil was touring with Black Noise in Sweden, so they were asked to do some work with some kids, immigrant kids from Hammarkullen. And after spending some time with him and using hip hop as the common denominator, they realized that this actually works. Like kids were coming together irrespective of language and color, and they thought if it's working here, it should work anywhere else in the world. And I mean that was 20 years ago. Emil came back and he said let's start a project. And also it was born out of Emil's like a teacher by heart. So you have to separate the two: one wanting to be a performing artist and famous, and the other one wanting to be a community activist. So he was definitely set on being in the community and actually working with young people.
So how do you actually collect the kids and attract them to the project? Where are you based? Is it just performance-based, or are there workshops in between? Do you facilitate? How do you do it?
Well, so, the project is currently running now in 15 schools and 3 community centres across the Cape Flats. So we look at doing activations within schools across the province, and then once kids show interest in learning the elements of hip-hop, be it breakdancing, graffiti art or rapping, we then usually get schools or principals to call us in, and then we host workshops, hour-long workshops in each of the disciplines, and basically give them the skills and the platforms to showcase those skills.
What I've seen is that sports and arts really, in communities are a great distraction for kids. It gives them a chance to kind of, use their spare time wisely, and I think that's the first entry point towards their growth from then on. What are some of the hero stories you've seen from something like this?
Yeah, we've been doing this for such a long time that we've seen there's so many youth out there that are either getting employment through commercials or movies. And then also our own success story is Charlie and Mouse that have come through the program. They were 11 years old when they started there, and now they have their own crew and they're performing regularly, and they've also toured to a number of countries.
Stunning. Okay. And I'm very, very excited to have them in the loft with us today, because obviously we're celebrating super cool people, and they've come such a long way and are incredible dancers. I've seen all the performances behind the scenes, so it's honestly amazing what these guys are doing. And if you want to get involved with Heal the Hood Project, you can go check out our social media pages where you can find out all the details. We're Afternoon Express on Facebook, Afternoon Chat on Twitter. You can go and find all the details there. We have their protege here, Mixed Mensa, which consists of Charlie himself and Stefan, who were guided under the care of the Heal the Hood Project. So stay tuned to see their performances coming up right now.
Made with love by Clover.
We couldn't talk about dance, we have to show you dance. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, the stage is yours.
It's battle time and the crowds rush closer. Open the circle so everyone can see us. The people set the pace for confrontation. Impatient, no time will be wasting. As tension rises, the crowd rises. I hear amazement in people's cries. Just stare you down, don't look into my eyes. Just people into God's metamorphosizes. Adrenaline rushes, humility crashes. Originality, your only purpose. Like chess players, we anticipate the next move. Prove yourself from the battlefield, must remove. You counter, we counter, you have no reply. Die, cause this is the battle cry. Say anyone will be, put that nail in the coffin. Close the circle, close the battle, we did win.
won't understand the adrenaline rush that overcomes a man. The music awakens this primal feeling, causing circle makers to believe they're dreaming to opposing forces. Ready for war, now but gun in hand, but still on the dance floor. Contest to see who will reign supreme in galaxies astronomers has never ever seen. Got you bobbing your head, you say you don't like to dance. Can't resist me and my b-boy stance. Graffiti all around, the DJ bring the sound, the MC on the mic. We're gonna battle tonight like a lion, can they hear me roar? Reign supreme on anybody dance floor. Check the metaphor, we are spectacular. Bring your whole crew, it gonna be a massacre. I'm killing you, are you having second thoughts yet? Forget about it, put the tape in the tape deck and get wrecked. Perform my last rites now, not later. Prepare to meet Jamaica, I'm gonna take you. We can rock a crowd right, know we like rock a dance floor or the mic. You know we're side, you can't see through the hazy mist. I got 1,000 crews on the wanted list.
Scream power move, but I don't care cause we don't got lots of moves like this, yeah. I feel like
Made with Love by Clover.
So, of course, it's Friday, and you know what that means. We're taking a look at the week's latest news and entertainment that trended on Twitter and lit up our Insta news feeds. It's Online Express.
Indeed. So now, designer Laduma, he is obviously incredible and is all over across social media at the moment. He's internationally acclaimed creator for Mankosa by Laduma. It's taking popular fashion house to court over what seems to be an alleged copyright infringement.
Yeah, apparently Zara allegedly copied his socks and his sweater. It was all over social media, and it actually, people were quite... It was interesting to hear the mixed messages from people who were tweeting, who were saying it's understandable because it's a bit more affordable, and other people were saying it's absolutely out of the question. So it's interesting what the outcome will be.
He even posted that on Instagram as well. So it was really interesting to see what his thoughts were. He was saying he's fought many of these battles before, but I think this one is a momentous one for him as well, taking on a retailer that size.
Now, Twitter was ablaze this week as the International Association of Athletics Federation came again at our national treasure, Caster Semenya. Caster might have to reduce her testosterone levels following the new regulations that IAAF is introducing to level the playing field.
It is absolutely insane. This is South Africans have been outraged by this, and obviously this is South Africa's champion, and they want her to continue competing in events from the 400-meter to the mile. Caster can, of course, choose to rather take a legal case against the IAAF to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Looking at her recent posts on Twitter, we can guess which option she's definitely going to go for, and we support her all the damn way.
Absolutely. A truly trying week for some of our greatest talents in South Africa. Laduma and Caster Semenya are national treasures, and it is our duty as a country to rally behind them along this long road ahead of them.
Indeed. So coming up after the break, we're giving away 3 sets of double tickets to DecorEx Cape Town. You simply SMS the keyword WIN to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. Your free SMSs do not apply. You've only got until the end of the show, literally a few more minutes, 15 more minutes or so to send through those SMSs. So get them in right now. We'll join you after these.
Express yourself.
1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's a year of firsts for our next artist. And after years of working towards her dream, Tisani Zandile recorded her debut single earlier this year in Cape Town. She joins us now for a soulful performance of her new song, Yega Maphupho Ami.
Yes.
Take it away.
Thank you so much.
Lama pupangawam, so
Sure, perfect song for Freedom Day on Afternoon Express, and thanks so much to each and every one of you for tuning in. I thought we couldn't end a Freedom Day without talking about the day itself.
Yeah.
I mean, words, thoughts for young women, South Africans for
Your
this day.
listeners.
I think to my listeners, thank you so much for voting for me all those years ago. I think it was 8 years to 9 years ago that I started on radio. Those 150s went a long way. Thank you so much. And I think generally to the young girl child out there, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, delayed but never denied. I think that's true testimony of my life. I've had a lot of no's in my life, but then I've never let that deny me of my dream. So if you want to be somebody, you want to go somewhere, yekela maphupho am to Thembi's song, leave my dreams alone, let me pursue my dreams. And definitely that's what I did. I pursued my dreams, delayed but never denied.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Any parting shots from you?
If you got breath left in you.
It just says what it says, you know?
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, when I write a song, I'm not necessarily writing a song from the outside world. I'm writing for this song for me. Like sometimes it's us that that stop ourselves from pursuing what we scared. We think, who am I? I'm from Soweto, who's gonna buy my songs? Who's gonna listen to this voice? You know, because it has happened so many times that you rejected, that no one wants to listen to you because you are different, because you look different, because you sound different, and that you're cute.
You women are amazing, and we're so glad to be able to celebrate you today.
Celebrating Freedom Day with us.
Thank you.
Loved hosting you.
Enjoy your Super M's, tuck in, it's the weekend, we're allowed to cheat, and make sure you guys tune in again on Monday. We're joined by Nomfundo Clarissa of Gagasi FM. Plus we meet Senamile, who is a local nuclear scientist who formed part of the first African team to lead an experiment at CERN or CERN in Switzerland. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. CERN? CERN?
Well, you covered yourself by spelling it out. So
CERN in Switzerland. We'll see you on Monday, so stay tuned then. We'll see you 4 on SABC3. Have a great weekend. God bless. Well done, you guys.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.